Good morning. It's 6:40, Wednesday, December 21st. I'm trying to remember this stuff. Okay. So, yesterday, I kind of just called it quits and went to bed. I was tired, exhausted, I wasn't feeling it. So, back to the whiteboard. I did read a chapter yesterday, and I should probably put a new sticky note saying to read a chapter, but there's so much going on right now, I'm not worried about it till next week. Transfer videos off a phone. I transferred them to a file on my phone, which is what I usually do before I transfer it to the thing, so I have everything separated by what it is. I did that, but it's really not enough to bother with, so I'm going to leave this on the to-do list to deal with next week, because I still have so much stuff already on the computer to edit. It's not a dire need, it's just to get in the habit of doing it. I pulled those out and I was going to do it, and then I just didn't have the brain width, so I put it back. I do need to go ahead and, I guess my task for today, I'm going to go ahead and mark that off because okay, so today's priorities, we're going to say magazines because there's a lot of them and it's not that hard to knock it out apparently because I don't read them, I just rush through them. Unload dishes so that they're not piling up and I can get on a schedule of every afternoon or evening, rinse off the dishes, put the dirty ones in the dishwasher, and as soon as it's full, start the dishwasher, and as soon as it's done, unload the dishwasher so that we can start putting more dirty dishes in. And my goal for January is to have an empty sink. Like every night, throw everything in the dishwasher, get it going, and have as much of an empty sink as possible. So that's definitely needs to be done. That I did get online and I ordered 2 things for one of my nieces, and I've got 1 thing added to a cart to order for my nephew, 1 thing for my sister-in-law. I already have her 2 things, and I have my nephew 1 thing already. I still need to get another gift for my youngest nephew, and I need to go pick up the gifts for my youngest niece. And I need to figure out what I'm doing for my brother for his birthday and for Christmas. And then I need to figure out what to do for my mom because I haven't got her anything. And then I need to do something for my mom, my grandmother, and my aunt. But they're usually they just want money. Okay, clear notes off the phone. I did do a lot of that yesterday. I think that's what wore me out because I had so many random notes of like things that I want to Google that I thought of or ideas and stuff, to-dos, and I got a lot of to-dos done and some were already done. I just never cleared it off my phone. So that I did. So I'm going to take off this, but it's not done, but it's not major priority because I already tackled half of it, so we'll leave it for next week to deal with. Plants. I did at least water plants. I just haven't transferred them yet. So I'm going to leave that on there, and I'm going to leave that as a priority because hopefully I'll have time this weekend to go ahead and get them out of the water and into the dirt. All this other stuff doesn't really take long. I figure I'll probably come to this and just like start knocking stuff out, hopefully. This, I don't know if I'm going to have time to do it. I've got 10 days till the end of the year and to film something and to edit it and upload it. I might have to do a plan 2023 and a 2023 reset in January because I think it'd be a good idea. Not actually to be helpful to y'all, but to hold me accountable because nobody should be taking my advice. This is where my advice gets you, is a room that is still messy and cluttered. Okay, back to the board. Alright, yeah, none of that I'm worried about. This, I did edit some of this yesterday. It just takes me forever to edit something. And I go back and forth, and then that, and I use just like the free thing that comes with the Windows. And like whenever I split a clip, usually it splits it like, okay, here's the thing. And so here's the first half of the clip and here's the second. But for some reason, what it kept doing is where I'd asked it to split, it would take the first half and put it over here. And then the second half, it would just leave it whole. It wouldn't like cut off that first half. So I kept having to go back and like cut off and trim off that first half of the video. Boring stuff. Don't become a YouTuber. this is the bane of my existence. This is what sucked so much time and energy out of my day yesterday. I got this for signing up for AT&T. So I go to use it because I thought it had already been activated and it hadn't. So I go online to activate this and it says it's either already activated or not a valid card. It wouldn't let me activate it online. So I had to call the 800 number, activate it, and that went fine. Didn't have a problem. Tried to use it online and then it declined because it said, oh, it's not working. And so I went back to the website thingy and it gave me the same message. Either it's already activated or it's not a valid card. And then go to the check the balance. Oh, it's not activated or it's not a valid card. Call the 1-800 number again. It's fine. It says the balance. It says go forth. So I wasted probably an hour to 2 hours fighting with this thing and it still didn't work. So I gave up. And so now that's what I'm going to deal with this morning. So the backyard needs leaves raked, but some of it's still really wet. This is the pathway that has brick pavers that you can't see anymore because it's so overgrown with grass. Needs to get weed eated out. We've got the rest of the yard that desperately needs to be raked. I've got the play set, which we've got wood to repair it because this is starting to rot out and come apart, and the A's a little wider than it should be. And then back here is the chicken coop. See, there's so many like limbs and sticks around here that I could spend a whole day just picking some up. There's one over there, I don't know if you can see it. I wonder if I can zoom in. Like a giant branch. Needs to be broken up. That wagon full of water needs to be emptied. Here's the chicken coop. It's not bad. Needs to be raked out. There's some weeds that need to be pulled. Definitely need it to be tilled if I'm gonna do a garden in the spring, but I've got 2 or 3 months before I have to deal with that. That's Bandit. See, we love our Bandit. And then over here is an old compost thing that I forgot about. You know, like spins and stuff. I need to get that going. And I've got all these empty buckets to put stuff in. And then we have Bandit, who's such a good boy. These are old model stuff from my brother's. Like cleaning out the shed, somehow I got stuck with. He doesn't want, I don't know if there's enough parts and stuff to make it worth keeping. So I finished wrapping up the candles and the mugs and the cups and then just the random little bags for all my co-workers tomorrow. So that's done. Okay, so 3 magazines. We got Better Homes and Garden from October of this year. We have an All Recipes that is August, September of this year. And a Real Simple, which is somewhere October of this year. Okay, so old habits I need to correct is when I see like book lists, because I love books. I have so many and I've gotten rid of so many, but I don't make the time to actually read them. And I used to save so many different random lists of books that I wanted to read one day and never did. So I've got to stop collecting. Like I would normally like rip this out or take a picture or write a note, but honestly I don't think I'm ever going to get around to reading. Not these. I've got so many to read, and I need to start being more like cutthroat about don't waste your time reading a bad book, because I'm really bad about I'll start a book and then I'll just keep going and won't just put it down even if it's terrible. Alright, so I'm on halfway through second magazine, and like it's got so many recipes that look really good. And I used to have so many of these ripped out from magazines and just stacked up because one day I was going to try them. And then finally I just had to admit to myself that I don't want to buy random stuff that I can't, that's hard to find. Like, I don't know. See, that's kind of normal stuff. But some of these would have like weird ingredients that I'm like never going to use again. Or you have to buy a whole jar and it only needs like a tablespoon for the recipe. And I had to admit, like, I don't want to cook this stuff. I don't want to buy this random stuff. I just want to eat it. So I need a restaurant to every month do all the recipes from these magazines so I can go and just buy it and have somebody else cook it for me. But I did think about maybe doing one of those, that does sound good, doing one of those, food delivery things or whatever, where like they give you the bag and it's just enough ingredients for whatever you're trying to cook. That seems good. So I thought about maybe doing that. I don't know, what is it, like something Food Chef, Green Chef, Sunrise, I don't know. There's a bunch of them. Maybe look into and see which ones are more highly rated, or just try one from each one. Maybe I can make a video of trying all the different ones. I don't know. This stuff does look good. I just don't want to be the one who has to cook it. Okay, 7:22. We are back at the whiteboard. Alright, so Weed Eat doesn't need to be done because it looks okay-ish. Workout DVD, I pulled one out, but I haven't done it yet, so that'll be a tomorrow thing. Chicken coop, I did look at it. I'm not going to worry about anything until the spring, so we'll trash that. Transfer videos, I'm going to wait. John's old models, done. Throw that down here. I did do 3 more magazines. Did not wash clothes, but I'll do that tomorrow. I did get the dishes unloaded. That can be done. Look at all the stuff done. Fold laundry is a tomorrow thing. Presents, I did get stuff ordered. So that's a plus. Now I just need to get stuff wrapped, so I'm going to leave that there. I felt like I did more, but I guess I didn't. I have more things to add. Gifts for work. Oh, look at that. I haven't taken it off of this thing, but I did finish the gifts for work. Can't do this with one hand. That doesn't even make it the board. It goes straight to done. Okay, load dishes. Need to do that. I need to hand wash a couple of dishes. Amazon orders. I did that. I did 2 actually because I ordered it and then my brother came over and wanted me to order something else. And I thought of something else to order. And then Invisible Man. That was what I kept on my brother's models. So that needs to be done one day. And I want to say it takes half an hour. But knowing me, I'm going to find struggles. And it'll take an hour. Plus side, I did finally get that gift card to work. So yay that.